Just as Moses lifted up the sea, as within so without, the tree of life was also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. The 4 rivers flowing in the Garden of Eden are the 4 holy fluids in the body, which are 1 blood, 2 saliva, 3 Christ oil, 4 semen, vaginal fluid, spirit, earth, water, air, fire. You are a star. Street A equals star. A and E are interchangeable. Mr. Minister, sister, monster, superstar, master, fraudster, sinister. You are a quantum photon, a star in a physical body. You are all-knowing and directly from the source. In other words, you are God, goddess, experiencing the program being ran by the central nervous system. While we are incarnated here, we are divided from source and absent of the knowledge of our true divine insight. The body is the temple of the soul and mind. The temple of Solomon is you. The tree of knowledge of good and evil is the nervous system because it gives our mind knowledge of good and evil. The mind and soul come from eternal bliss, and the mind projects the soul into this dualistic simulation to gain the knowledge of dualism. The nervous system decodes electrical impulses given to it by the external world and reports back to the brain. Our consciousness is pretty much experiencing a program played out by the central nervous system. The CARDIVASCULAR system is the tree of life because it provides life to the physical body. Gen 2. 9. The tree of life was in the midst of the garden. Inhibition. Pineal gland. The pineal gland. Crystals on pineal gland. Crystals on pineal gland. The pineal gland has PIs. The sword in the lamb symbolizes killing the lower nature of your consciousness and moving up the spine to the higher mind, higher self. Notice the lamb is looking up at the cup with the sun on the top. The cup is your head and neck, and the sun is your consciousness in the center of the brain on top of your neck. The pineal gland. The most holy place equals the pineal gland center of the brain. 2 cherubim equals the 2 HEMISPHEARS of the brain. The bird is an air animal that symbolizes the higher nature of man. The ground animals symbolize the lower nature of man. The tree stump symbolizes your spine. The right hand of God is the right hemisphere of the brain. The right hemisphere is to do with creativity, intuition and insight, which is connected to the cerebrum, the higher brain. The throne of God is in the center of the brain. Consciousness is God and we are all that same spark of consciousness in the CNETRE of the brain. Chronicles 3:10. Chronicles 3:10. 33 Vertebrae 33 VERDABREA. Masonic art SUMARIAN art. Everything in the body leads back to one source point, which is the center of the brain. The center of the brain is the pineal gland, which we refer to as I. When we say I, we are referring to the inner being observer entity that is controlling the body. If we say my body, then if it is mine, it is not me. This body is the vehicle for our soul entity to operate within this physical world of time and space. The Holy Grail. The reason why the Holy Grail is a cup is because the sun and moon create the holy fluid Christ oil and fill it up every month. This Masonic art symbolizes the sun and moon creating the milk and honey in the brain. The milk is the fluid created by the moon. The honey is the fluid created by the sun. Or do you not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit within you, whom you have from God? You are not your own, for you were bought with a price. So glorify God in your body. Glorify God in your body is raising the CHRISM Christ oil up the spine and looking after the body. The elites in power have externalized all of the sacred things like the Holy Grail, Temple of Solomon, etc. This is done to keep you from finding out the fact that you are the ultimate of all things. Man is truly created in the image of God. The church and other religions are teaching the masses the exoteric, meaning external teachings. This is done purposely to keep the pyramid scheme up and running. Meanwhile, the people in power get taught the esoteric, meaning the internal teachings about the body, consciousness, and the metaphysical aspects of reality. The Bible is written in such a way it will resonate with your level of understanding. You can perceive the Bible physically, historically, and metaphorically depending on how wide you have expanded your mind. Your reality is your level of realization. Pineal honey, sun male, electric, plus, pituitary, milk moon female, magnetic, dash.